Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cole Creations, and today I'm doing another 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos. I'm also using Day24 sketch from Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, Series 17, and of course I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So today's sketch was created by Vikki Taguinod, and it was a lot of fun to try to put this together. There's ephemera in the top left-hand corner and in the bottom right-hand corner with a title in the middle and 3 photos. I, of course, never use the right amount of photos, so I have 4 photos on this layout. I cut these fish out on my Cricut years ago, at least 3 years ago, maybe even before COVID. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I cut them out and they've been sitting ever since. So I decided, now that I have photos of fishing, I will use them. And I wanted to stay kind of true to the colors. So I found this patterned and embossed gray paper. It's got little flowers on it, I think. And that is what I used to back my cut files. And then I can't find any of my pencil crayons, so I ended up using my Faber-Castell's, the watercolor pencils, which are not super vibrant when you're just coloring with them. But I just used them to add some shading and shadowing, and I need to find my pencil crayons. I have no idea where they've gone. I finished up my fish, and then I decided to try to create my fishing rods. Now, for some reason in this cut file, the fishing rod has like 3 parts to it. And so I glued it down, and then I glued string coming out the tip of it, and then I just glued the fish on top of the string. I wasn't going to try to fiddle with trying to fit the string into its mouth and like make connection points, so I was like, whatever, we'll just glue it straight down, and that is how it will be. I also like having the string just loose from the rod to the fish. It gives it a little bit of dimension and just lets it have a more organic feel. These are photos of my dad and my son fishing on the river, and my dad's dog, of course, as well. And Dad caught a fish but had to release it because it was too small. So these are just the photos of the catch and release. Now, I had a number 1 tag, and it's chipboard, but it's the last piece off of a sticker sheet or a chipboard sheet, and so I wanted to use it. And since we only caught 1 fish that day, I thought it suited. I used a brad to attach it onto the layout just to give it an organic feel. And then I added some clear stickers just to use them up. I'm almost done with my clear stickers, and Fun Memories was my title. And essentially I was finished. I was done with my layout. And then it felt too empty to me. I think it's because there's no pattern paper on this page. And so what I ended up doing was using these 2 frames, which have silver foil on them, and I just pieced them together around the fish and the photos. And I think it turned out really well for an afterthought. I am a top-down scrapper. This is how I roll. So doing something like this is not surprising to me. I figured things out a little better on the second frame, and I put the tape on first, and then I cut it into pieces. It was a lot easier the second time around. And I decided to go over the top of the fishing rod so that technically the fishing rod would be behind the frame at the top and then underneath at the bottom. And I really like the in and out of it. It gives it some really neat movement, and I'm really glad that I got to use these frames as well, because they've been in my stash for years. So I used my palette knife to just slide underneath the cut file so that I could tuck these pieces in a little better and just make the joints disappear. Of course, Callie came to say hi, and I had to throw her off the table a few times. She likes to sit right in the middle of my desk, and my desk is about as large as the video frame, so it's not very big at all. Once I got the frames completed, I decided it still looked a little unfinished, so I added the date, of course, and then I found my silver Posca pen and used that to make a doodly border all the way around. And then I also used it to just highlight some of the metal bits, especially on the fishing rod. And then I decided doing the fins on the fish would also be helpful. So I got to color the fish in a little bit more, and I really like the way that that turned out. It pulls in the frame foils and makes everything a little bit shinier. Then I just added some journaling and a few enamel dots, and that's about it. So please don't forget to check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos, Christy's Beautiful Life of 30 Days Sketches Series 17, and of course, How to Kill a Cat with Style. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.